Facebookers and hello YouTubers. I'm planning my videos out just a little bit more. They're still going to be raw and unedited. Welcome to D Transfer's channel. Thanks for watching and thanks for attempting to watch it. Sorry for my hair being fucked up. The hot water is building up. Can't take a shower till then. Today's topic, let me read it. When I picked the guitar up. That's all my videos I'm probably going to do later on today. When I picked the guitar up, I was 12, 13 at the time. I had 2 years experience in Hamilton Middle School band. I played the alto sax. And I was always drawn to music, even as a kid. I always listened to it, studied it, and see what kind of parts they were. Like, when I was younger, when people had a guitar or an instrument, I would love to play it. I love the noise it made from it. I remember being like 8 and found an auto harp, and it was broken, but I would play it for hours. Didn't know what to do, but I loved the noise from it. But yeah, so I picked the guitar up while I was still in band, and I thought it'd be an easy transition, which it helped that I had a lot of perks from being in band and going to guitar. I knew about musical composition, artists, how to read tabs, how to write music, so that helped out a lot. I wish I still had that level of integrity of learning, because now I'm just basically just playing whatever I